calling CG 11-meter band, 60th Division, Northern Ireland.
Your equipment, they're doing a really nice job. You are 59+5 for the moment.
Fotografie jak plynu rychlé využívá projekcie tensuspo geografic.
At the very beginning, this first very popular version of the ATS Mini Pocket Radio was made by 3D printing, at that time without a headphone amplifier and high-Z circuit. A headphone amplifier was added to version 2 and high-Z circuit was added to version 3 and 3S. In the case of version 3S, the case was already made using injection molded ABS technology and not 3D printing. Also, the problem with increased current consumption and battery discharge was also eliminated. Well, today we have the fourth version of the Mini ATS Pocket Radio with a new aluminium knob, improved receiver input circuit, use of headphones as an antenna, better sound and ABS using. Nothing creaks here, everything fits as it should and no more loose screws. Moreover, in version 4 we can choose between two options, whether we want a high quality ABS using or an even higher quality metal one made of CNC machined aluminium alloy. This metal design feels heavier, stiffer and smoother. It is already a professional level radio. All holes are accurate to a fraction of a millimeter and nothing sticks out. I must note that this fourth model series will now be delivered with a high quality black aluminium tuning knob. Simply amazing. Well, it seems that because of the metal body of the radio, we have to count on a more attenuated Wi-Fi signal and, of course, its shorter range. Well, it seems that with this radio, thanks to the AM volt, we have moved a little higher again towards our dream pocket universal radio. As you probably already know, the version 3 already included a JFET transistor as a high-Z circuit and also a headphone amplifier for louder sound. The SI4732 chip forms the receiver and the power supply problem has already been fixed. The left side from the processor has remained almost unchanged in terms of hardware. And if we look at the PCB on the new fourth version, we see a shielding cover for the entire receiving part of the radio, which is designed to protect the receiver's input circuit from interference from the surrounding area. There is also a headphone amplifier and the side to the left of the processor is almost identical to version 3. Why almost, we will talk a little later. In the new fourth version, the receiver's input circuit has been improved, where the high-Z circuit has been optimized. A capacitor, filter and diode input protection against the overvoltage have been included before the transistor. Also behind the transistor, like in Quancheng radios, a coil for the FM input pin and decoupling capacitor for the AM input are used. It seems that the audio characteristics have also improved, and the output sound is nicer, which we will of course show later. Thanks to the so-called cleaner power supply of the JFET transistor shared with the SI4732 chip, the reception is now cleaner and more stable. In the older version we see an even poorer input circuit with a transistor where there is no decoupling capacitor or cleaner power supply from the SI4732 chip. We also do not see any protective diodes at the input that would protect the JFET from overvoltage from the antenna. Here you can see both PCBs side by side. If you want, feel free to pause the video and see what is different. Above is the version 4 and below is version 3. In both cases, the same flat 800 mAh and 3.7 volt Li-on batteries were used and also the same quality mini speaker glued to the back of the cover. So why did I actually say that the left side of the CPU is almost identical? Well, because in the new version 4, headphones can be now used as an antenna, and here is a sample.
Laudétur Jézus. Dicsértessék a Jézus. Itt a Vatikáni Rádió. Köszöntjük kedves hallgatóink.
And here I noticed something that bothered me quite a bit: regular pulse interference. I realized that the circuitry for using the headphones as an antenna probably also receives unwanted interference from the display or processor in the FM band.
És hálával ápolhatunk. Végül az Úrangyala erimádkozás előtt mondott beszédét a zárta, segítsen nekünk, hogy növekedjünk ezekben az erényekben. Leó pápa hétfőn délelőtt kiallgatáson fogadta Orbán Viktort, Magyarország miniszterelnökét.
But I will stop talking now so you can enjoy the reception of this beautiful radio to the fullest.
Lukoil avizuje predaj zahraničných aktív, deje sa tak po zavedení sankcií zo strany USA. Pred 107 rokmi vzniklo Československo, ktoré bolo základom pre politickú emancipáciu Slovenska. Pekný sviatočný deň vám praje Marián Žári Kukalka.
Batériových článkov. Ide o litium-ionové batérie, ktoré sú určené pre elektrické vozidlá. Celému projektu vláda už predčasom odobrila aj investičnú pomoc, a to vo výške 214 miliónov eur. Vládny kabinet po dorokovaní sa presúva vlastne na miesto, kde má budúca baterkáreň vzniknúť, a práve dnes má teda dôjsť aj k poklepaniu základného kameňa, na ktorom sa majú teda zúčastniť zástupcovia investora, ako aj členovia vlády. Spomínala som, že dnes sa počas rokovania vlády uskutočnil aj protest. Bolo tu, dá sa povedať, niekoľko desiatok ľudí, ktorí boli roztrúsení.
Odstránili z trhu rôznych špekulantov, ktorých my priznávame, že existujú, ale na druhej strane, aby sme nezadusili sociálne podniky, v ktorých pracujú takíto ľudia, ktorí by si inač prácu hľadali len veľmi ťažko.
Buď między innymi o dzisiejszej decyzji prokuratora generalnego.
Pentru carne de porc românească. Marea majoritate ar alege, dacă ar găsi în primul și în primul rând carne de porc românească. 72% din cei intervievați au spus că ar alege carne de porc românească. De identificat carne de porc cu origine România. Pentru că acest lucru nu se specifică clar pe eticheta cărnii. Ori
Sześciu przestępstw, w tym założenia i kierowania zorganizowaną grupą przestępczą. To zarzuty wobec byłego ministra sprawiedliwości i prokuratora generalnego Zbigniewa Ziobry. Śledczy wysłali do Sejmu wniosek o uchylenie mu immunitetu z zamiarem
Stefan Roman, 108 Roman, Karol, Stefan Roman, 5, 9 i 5 punktów.
Dziękuję, teraz wszystko ok. Pozdrawiam.
Dzięki, pozdrawiam i do usłyszenia.
108 Urszula Ludwik Adam. Stefan Paweł 4 Ewa Lucyna Natalia.
Ula, spod jakiego znaku, czy spod jakiego? Na S108 sam?
Tak, jak najbardziej. 5, 9 dla ciebie.
Czekaj chwilkę, już się przełączam.
Dzięki, 5, 9 i jest 8 Paweł Zofia Adam, również 5, 9.
S108 Paweł, Zosia, Adam, również 5, 9 i komplet punktów.
Dzięki, pozdrawiam, do następnego.
Pozdrawiam, do usłyszenia. Kłędzę? Natalia?
Stefan Paweł na Natalia, ok? Mexico Alpha Tango Hotel India Alpha Sierra. Your report is 59%. Mike return from Delta Lima Sierra Golf Tango Hotel.
Ja, vielen Dank, Matthias, für die schönes Rapport von deiner Seite. Und so weiter funktioniert ganz gut. Gutes Propagation heute überfall. Und das ist ganz okay. Prima. Matthias, die Arbeitsbedienung und am meisten ist es Eigenbau. Das ist die Linear und Antenne. Eigenbau und Antenne ist eine ganz große Monoband, die geht 20 Meter und es gibt circa 8 Elemente auf meiner... Your equipment, they're doing a really nice job. You are 5'9" plus 5 for the moment here in the southern part of Sweden, close to the city of Gothenburg here, Mira. Okay, thank you again for your call. Wishing you a nice day. All the best to you and yours, Mira. And you are always welcome to give me a call next time again. 73, so have a nice afternoon, Mira. QRZ.
Sierra Victor 4, Sierra Bravo Italy.
Sierra Victor 5, Sierra Bravo Italy. Sugar Mike, Sierra Mike 6, Echo Golf Juliet returning. Very good afternoon and thank you for your call. Signal report 58. Nice signal here in the southern part of Sweden. And the name Dan, Delta Alpha November. So Mike, back for you again. Over.
My friend, very nice to meet you and I hope to see you further down the log. Have a nice day, you and your family, my good friend, and 73. United Stule. Yeah, United Sierra 6, Uniform Stule. Very good afternoon to you, my good friend. You are 5'9" plus 10 here north of the Arctic Circle, so very strong signal. And my name is Ford, Tango Oscar Romeo, United Sierra 6 in Uniform Stule, from Lima Alpha 6, Kilo Oscar Alpha. Calling CG 11 meters, calling CG 11 meter band, 60th Division, Northern Ireland call. My call sign is 68 November Charlie 049. 049 Belfast City. GRZ, over.
Seek and Asia from Europe. 14 Radio Charlie 019. 14 Radio Charlie 019. Calling and listening.
Yeah, 20 Radio Charlie 019. I think it's 20 Radio Charlie 019. I'm not sure. 60th November Charlie, Northern Ireland, over.
Going to Massachusetts, 579 UK Mobile, 579 UK Mobile, waving.
Com quem não conhece, com quem
não, ainda não é agora,
Mas é mentira.
Tem que pensar nisso, quando é que vai ser o início da coisada? Até logo.
Prestem atenção ao não conheço lado nenhum. Eu não conheço meu amigo lado nenhum. Não mando bocas, vai mandar bocas lá para a sua família, para que ele fez as orelhas, amigo. Não se meta com quem não lhe fez mal nenhum. Amigo, não tem.
Olha, isso não se mete com ninguém, cara. Não se mete com ninguém, não sei como. Eu занесся нахуй. Топливо есть? Говори нахуй, ёпта. Понятно. Большой.
То есть такой головки нет. Там как бы стандартный, но здорово.
2026级的专业硕士生提供首年的住宿。在硕士扩招的背景之下呢，越来越多的大学不再为专业硕士生提供住宿。 2026年研究生考试报名已于10月16号开启，是否提供住宿成为部分考生选择考研院校时的考虑因素之一。面对宿舍紧张的现实问题，
v roce 1368 a renovovaný v roce 1983. Tato část zdi leží 90 kilometrů severovýchodně od Pekingu. Vzhledem k obtížné dostupnosti je tu turistů o něco méně a také tento úsek nabízí nádherné výhledy. Mezi zahraničními turisty je nejoblíbenější dlouhá zeď Tin Shan Ling a Smatchai, která leží ještě o něco dál, 110 kilometrů severovýchodně od hlavního města. Na zdi jste tu skoro sami a navíc tato část umožňuje asi 10 kilometrů dlouhou túru po pouze částečně zrekonstruované zdi.
Шукам програцію вплинули грати využívá proincie tensůstvo geografickou výhodu při historické příležitosti budování pasma a stezky a na 3D platformách včetně napojeného kulturního veletrhu na hedvábné stezce a mezinárodního turistického festivalu na hedvábné stezce. Vytvoří ránou nádu. Tématem letošní akce je prosperita hedvábné stezky díky kultuře a turismu. Krása porazí chudobu. Slavnostního zahájení se zúčastnilo přes 800 lidí z 15 čínských provincií a měst z 36 zemí a oblastí. Čínský ministr kultury a turismu Luo Shugang na slavnostním zahájení řekl: už dlouhou dobu považujeme za svůj cíl přání lidí různých zemí na
just within the next few years, with a compound annual growth rate of 15%. That's pretty high, I would say.
I was reading some blog posts. Ceiling. And there was one blogger that wrote this kind of story. She said that in a couple of weeks. And one was a friend's wedding where she wanted to look a little bit more formal, so she chose one wig for that party. Then the following weekend, she had a friend's big birthday bash, and she chose a longer, kind of hot pink thing.
Wow.
And she said the way that she felt at both events, it made her feel more confident and it made her feel differently. And the great point that she made was, I would have had to gone out and get 2 different hairstyles done at the salon if I wanted to achieve both of those looks.
And it's very natural at the same time, so it's good product. So I'm very glad to see that when the previous generation's wig accident and finding it to be quite natural.
I think there was, and this is true in the West as well, there's a stigma attached with
authentically who they are better, and I think that also leads to the possibility of the wig.
It doesn't have to be for decoration, it doesn't have to be for aesthetics, it could be for health-related reasons, or it could be for hair loss reasons as well. But I'm reminded now of when we talked about the gym, and we said, for people who aren't, it's kind of cool, don't worry about it, it's kind of hip and trendy, but also the how-to. And I think if someone's interested in getting a wig for themselves, for whatever reason, knowing how to put it on, knowing how to easier for people, then there's basically no barrier at all.
Any anticipation for the future wig industry?
Of wigs. I've already seen such a leap of faith of progress made in that area, but let me tell you a real story that I personally witnessed a few years ago. So you guys know I use a wig every single day already, and she refused to take it off, even though she needs to put on a different wig on top of that. And back then, it was such a difficulty for the costume team to design. And it was, I remember it was such a discussion because I was the translator helping to facilitate that communication. And nowadays, I see there are improvements, but it can still be pricey sometimes if you want.
City wig making company, they're using a robot now, and from start to finish, they $900,
right.
$650, depending on the style of wig. And it's not to say that it's not worth it. It's just that's out of reach for a lot of people.
And I think
and self-definition. This is Roundtable with myself, Neil Holin, Ishan, and Steve Hatherley. Don't go away. We'll be back.
So, what do you think? Write me in the comments your opinion and what you would improve. Don't forget that you also help improve this radio in this way. All links to the things used in this video are located below in the video description. In the next video, I will try to show you how this radio receives outside on a short antenna or magnetic loop. So, thanks for watching me and subscribing to this channel. You are helping this channel grow. 73.